Everybody excited? Chest day. Starting off with a flat barbell. Already warmed up with the 135, jumped to the 225. Struggling a bit, struggling with the weight, but the weight is coming off. So that's a good thing. I'm down to 263 and a half, which starting off at 306 back in July, it's definitely coming off pretty quick. A lot of it was water right at the beginning, but still continuing to come off maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week, which I know probably 1 pound is a little bit more realistic, and I'll end up leveling off eventually, but still going strong, hitting right around between 25 and 3,000 calories. If I can stay at the 2,500, great, but with my weight and my muscle mass, essentially, I'm able to do 3,000 and still be on a cut. Not as not as quick as the 2,500 might be, but at least I know I have a range. 2,500 is doable for sure. 3,000 is extremely realistic. So 3,000, I have no problem getting less than 3,000 calories a day and still feeling pretty full. It's just the weight, me moving less weight. I mean, it happens. So at least I'm able to, I've done this before. This is not my first rodeo. So I know that I'm going to be pushing up less weight, and it's just, it comes with the territory. You move a lot of weight when you're bulking, and you move less weight when you're cutting. So with this 315, I'm not even sure how many I got. Not many. I know that probably about 4 or 5 months ago, I was doing 315 for 15. And I am not going to do that in this video. It's just, it happens. So yeah, starting with the chest, doing barbell. Then I'm going to make my way over to the Smith machine, which I have not done in maybe ever. I don't even know if I've ever done incline Smith. I've done flat, and that was 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, and I'm not sure even the situation of why I did that. Incline, I'm pretty sure I've never done incline press. I've done shoulder press. I've done incline close grip for close grip, obviously, for my triceps. So I have done that, and I do like that quite a bit, but I've never actually done a real incline Smith machine exercise or a full 3 sets. So doing that here, I was going to start with 315, and then I was like, well, let me hit record and see what sorry, not 315, because the Smith machine is less. 2 plates and a quarter on each side, and I was gonna try with 3 on each side. I'm glad that I didn't. I could do probably a few of them, but not the range that I'm looking to get. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, the Smith machine is great if you don't have a spotter. Which the gym, there's usually always at least one person in the gym that can at least give you a hand. But I don't like relying on anybody, and that comes up with lifting partners. If you need a lifting partner to get to the gym, you're doing it wrong. You might not be motivated enough, or you might just be comfortable having that other person to feed off of, which is great. If that person's there and you're able to go to the gym with them for a month straight, 2 months straight, and then one day they miss the gym because they have something to do with their family, and you're not going because you don't feel the motivation, then there's a problem. But if they're there, great. I used to work out with a couple people throughout the years, but I never relied on them. If they weren't there, I was still going to be there, and that's what it is. That's the biggest thing. And not to say that I don't get motivated when I'm there by other people, because I pretty much do. Just because I used to have a bench at home, weights, not a gym's worth, but enough where I could get an exercise in, and I just would never do it. I ended up selling the weights just because it just wasn't useful. They were just taking up space, and I wasn't motivated enough to work out at home. So I guess motivation does play a part in everybody's exercise or everybody's training, and I just need to drive those couple minutes to the gym and have that atmosphere. You see all the pictures on the wall. Nikki's an amazing trainer. He's been doing it for not even sure how many years, decades. I'm quite sure it's at least a couple decades, but yeah, he's the best for that. And not even just that, it's just the whole feel. There could be no pictures on the wall, there could be nobody in the gym. It's just the actual weights, and then me being there. It just it's what works for me. So do what works for you. And speaking of which, I actually stopped at nine. Oh, sorry, 9 working sets, which I had a big enough pump where I felt that I could walk out, and I almost did a few other sets, but for some reason with chest, if I do one too many, I feel like I'm not walking out with a pump, which is the last thing that you want. You want to walk out with a pump every single time. So that's what I did today.